Yeah, hi, I'm David Moore. I'm the Director of Finance, Operations and IT at Spirits Platform. We're an importer of liquor from Europe and the Americas. We sell to the likes of Coles and Woolworths and large wholesalers across Australia. So we don't deal directly with customers or with consumers. We have customers in between us and the marketplace, which is great, but also gives us some challenges along the way as well. So I've implemented Board twice. The first time we started off was to replace the budgeting and forecasting application that we were using, and a really big dependency on spreadsheets, so VLOOKUPs and the risks that come with using spreadsheets and when you consolidate them. And then moving on from that to bring in disparate pieces of information across the organisation that were actually working in a quite siloed effect within the business. Second time round with my current organisation, Spirits Platform, because we were familiar with the technology and we had seen how well that worked and had some vision on how we would like to build upon that and use some of the more advanced functions within that product. We had a couple of fundamental business challenges at the time that we were looking to overcome. First challenge we had was that we were 100% dependent on an external consultant for the application that we were using, Cognos, and that really limited us. We had some challenges within the business in bringing information together and just weren't able to respond fast enough to the marketplace to make it work. And the second issue that we were really struggling with was inaccurate forecasting from the sales teams. And that really led us to the point where we had an awful lot of inventory, so we're carrying a lot more stock, a lot more capital being sucked up in inventory that wasn't being sold through. It was actually interesting because we had set out initially just to replace the budgeting and forecasting part of our business. And when we were introduced to Board, we saw that with the second project that we had, which was having siloed information within the business, within different business units, we could bring the two together and connect the business in a really powerful way. So very early on, we set about having a longer implementation period, but breaking that down into segments. So the challenges we were able to overcome was pulling all that information or pooling it into one central place that the Board application could sit on top of and bring out a single picture. So we were talking about the same information, and that was extremely powerful for the organisation. Because prior to that, we had different sets of data, and that was causing all sorts of confusion. The other issue that we had was the speed, or our inability, in fact, to act in a speedy way. That we were constantly following the marketplace as opposed to leading it, and it was turning this bunch of data that we were receiving into insights, and that was something that we saw that we could do with the Board application. Yeah, so in the first year that we implemented, we had a project called Azumi, and that was really focused on having the whole organisation drawing information from a central point. And by having the ability to do that, we were in fact the only spirits organisation in growth in that 12 months compared to the rest of the market, which was a really big endorsement for what we'd done over that period.